No. JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Cool Craft Season 3. Now we have updated to 1.16.2, and, yeah, there is an issue here where, you notice the iron farm is a bit different than what it was when we built it, because, apparently for some reason clustering 3 beds together in a line will cause them to spawn on the beds instead of on the blocks here. So yeah, I had to move the beds like this in order to make it work and for the villagers to not push each other off. Although this one here didn't have the same fate, as that bed couldn't go there because obviously the minecart, but that doesn't really matter. The farm still works at about the same rate, just maybe minus 1 golem over here, but that's not that much of a hit, I don't think, at least. But anyhow, in the last episode, we built this lighthouse up here, which has actually been a few days since I built this for me. Or maybe like a day. Whatever. But, more importantly than that, we built the season's mob farm over this way. Which, yeah, it's a mob farm, and it's given us pretty much all the loot that it's going to give us. Although I did see a skeleton that had a feather falling 3 boots on just fall down onto here and survive. So, this is here working. We have a sugarcane farm, which means we have almost limitless flight. And the final thing that we did last episode was, if I can even think correctly, I'm stalling. That's what I'm doing. I'm stalling till we get back. We did this in the ender chest, which is this just kind of how I'm used to my ender chest looking. I also am going to be replacing my tool soon, so look forward to that later in this episode. But for now, we are going to be doing something over here in the ocean. We are going to be starting by building these 2 super smelters, and then I'll also have to get a ton of fuel for them to start with. But after this, we are going to go and build a kelp farm out here in the ocean, which will then have the kelp, which will then have 2 outputs from the kelp that then go into these furnace arrays, turn into kelp blocks. The kelp blocks will first be used to resupply the furnace array, but then after that they will go to a bigger furnace array, and yeah, all that stuff. So, I think it's time that we get to it. So yeah, I'm gonna build these things, and then I'll be back in a little while. Alright, everybody. I have completed these 2 super smelters here. Now I gotta actually create the farm, and something I wanted to do first is I wanted to maybe get a conduit, but don't know if that's gonna happen. It probably would just be better for me to make water breathing potions. So I think I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, and then we'll build ourselves a kelp farm. Alright guys, I have made a path for the kelp farm to be here underwater. So now I'm going to start filling in with the kelp, so that, obvious reasons. Yeah, and then we'll get to walls in a minute. Alright, I should stop saying that, but okay. All the kelp is in, and it grows decently fast. So now I'm going to do a test to see if observers detect random updates in water, or will detect when kelp will grow. This is going to be an interesting little test here. Alright, based on these tests, I'd say that these things indeed do not give out random updates from just looking at a water source. So that is good. So yeah, now we'll, I guess I can, well, this just means that my farm can be automatic now. It's the only way I can think of to detect the growth of kelp. So, actually, yeah, I gotta get walls on this now. So, yep, let's do that. Progress has been made! I don't know what we did last, but as you can see, I have walls in, and I also have this weird leaf pattern up here. This will become apparent as to why I did this in a little while, but there is a good reason, trust me for that. Anyhow, the next thing we need to do is we need to get flying machines in, I believe. Which is, you know, the actual technical part. And also, I will actually need to have a separate AFK location for this because, I mean, it's probably for the best. This farm probably will create a ton of lag, but yeah, my base is just a little bit too far for this entire farm to be loaded. So yeah, time to make some slime and stuff. So I decided that I wanted to go test out my harvesting flying machine, so I launched it. And then I realized, oh yeah, it's gonna break all the kelp. and cause my frame rate issues. I might consider extending this kelp farm later or building another one over that way that's closer to my base, or just bigger in general. But it does look like this flying machine down here has successfully made it to the end. I think I just have this, and back it goes. Great, now I actually gotta go do some redstone and stuff. Alright everybody, I've built a collection system here, and I've also AFK'd overnight a bit, so yep, all the kelp here is fully grown to what it's gonna be grown to. I mean, as you can see, some of this stuff does stop, like, on this third block here, which is, you know, a little bit annoying, but it happens. That's what makes kelp a little bit unique, but it's mostly grown up to a tall height. So we're gonna go do a test harvest of this and see how much we get over at the collection side of things. And if we need to change anything. So, 3, 2, 1, lag! That's a glorious sound, by the way. Alright, I'll update when we got the results. Alright then, both flying machines have swept across, and that one's now flying back. I know there's a decent amount of kelp that is left on the surface, but there's like nothing I can do about that. So in here, as you can see, a whole bunch of kelp above the hoppers, which is slowly going into the chests. I know this was a big thing of the original, how it was kind of slow. I will see though. I guess I can like just stand here, or stay here for like 5 minutes, see if this, if they end up all despawning before they all get sucked in. So yeah, I guess see you then. Here with the yields from the farm. Alright, so we got 2.5 double chests of kelp. Now, if that gets smelted all down, well, first of all, that is 2.5 times 57 stacks, which would be 142.5 stacks, apparently. We're gonna add, well, let's just say that's about it. Let's multiply that by 64, divide that by 9. That'd be 1,013 blocks of kelp. And then we just divide that by 64. That'd be 15 stacks of kelp blocks. Nowhere near the 66 stacks of kelp blocks that are required to fuel both of these smelters, but I guess I'll divide that up into the fuel for each smelters. But first, yeah, I gotta fuel these smelters. Let's quickly take a break from kelp farming and come over to somebody else's base, where my sword is pretty much broken, so I'm just giving it to this person. Yep. Alright everybody, so I could update you on what's actually been going on, but I'd rather update you on my personal situation right now. So yeah, I'm having some network issues, and not like well, I mean, it is half internet connection, but it's also 90% inside my network connection issues, because I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm pretty sure the issue is my computer is refusing to talk to my modem. Because I'm connected to the server right now, which is I can see the server right now, it's on the same network, and I'm not having any connection issues. And obviously somebody else is online here who's not on my home network, so that's a thing. But I cannot keep a stable connection to Discord or any website at all right now. So that's an issue. So I really, so yeah, I don't know what's going on. But hey, let's actually get on to the Minecraft updates and what's going on with that. So I put in the redstone systems to make this thing automatically trigger itself once kelp grows up to these observers here, which one has here. But there is like this safety switch, so I have to be standing on that pressure plate, and so once that happens, it will go and trigger the flying machine at the bottom. That goes, it triggers the flying machine at the top. When that comes back, it'll shut the system over here off. So it'll turn this circuit here off, saying that I've cleared the whole thing, and then it'll retract this monostable, which had already pulsed, and so it won't pulse again. And yeah, then it just waits again. That's that, but I AFK'd overnight with a few major flaws in this system over here. For one over here, this auto crafter here, which I've made, I had the whole detection circuit on the crafting table instead of the dropper. That was a fail, so this circuit just backed up. And this circuit, I mean, for both of these circuits, I didn't have the redstone block with the redstone dust on it in, so yeah, this circuit was just dropping plain dried kelp into this chest instead of dried kelp blocks. So yeah, both of these sides backed up, and they are backed up over to there. So I'm gonna AFK for like a whole day, I guess. I don't know. This video is gonna come out really late, in order to get these things back to functionally ready capacity. But yeah, I guess I'll let you know when that's done. All right, so that massive mega smelt has finished, and the source of the networking errors has been found. I will do the Minecraft stuff first this time. So, yeah, that's melted. We got over a full double chest of kelp, and since then I have actually launched, the flying machines have ended up being launched again because it was ready and I stood on the pressure plate. And we got this much stuff from that one harvest, and these things are currently being fueled up with a decent amount, so it's not too much more that we're gonna need in order to completely fill these, but yeah, it's a bunch. I'll AFK again tonight. Well, there's other things I want to do in this episode, like get a beacon, perhaps? I don't know. I want to expand the villagers to easily get more redstone, because that seems like the easiest way to get redstone is just trade with villagers. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready to do some grinding in the nether. But first, I'm gonna want a respawn anchor. So I'm gonna go make one of those by trying to get some stuff from a piglin. Alright everybody, I have achieved 3 wither skulls. I also, like over here, I have made a respawn anchor, which is right there, which I placed right there at the nether fortress. And this actually didn't take me too terribly long to grind this out, and I didn't actually cheat it all this season. That's a first. First beacon of the season, and I didn't actually cheat the system to get more wither skeletons or anything like that. I am a new man. Anyhow, yes, let's go to the end to kill this thing, because I am not fighting a wither normally. That is a death sentence. Probably should get some soul sand first. Alright guys, I grabbed 4 soul sand, so let's head on over here to the end, and we'll be able to kill this wither. Okay, not gonna go that way, gotta go this way. And I'll respawn back there and just set my spawn point here, because don't want to go back to that respawn anchor. This is a little bit closer to my base. And, you know, we'll sleep through the night to be a nice server mate. Boop! Right, to the end portal. Don't look at any of these guys. Right. This is the center block. Okay, this is at, if I go looking at, 0-0. Okay, actually go to 0-0. Because, I mean, I remember on Hermitcraft Season 7, they started up and they tried to do this. They absolutely failed miserably at attempting to be able to get to the wither. Okay, it's this block right here. So, that's where the foot of the wither has to go. I have 1 block of obsidian. Place that there. That means that's where we place the foot block for the wither. Now, some people seem to think that the chest block, or like the center block in the whole structure, is like the block that you have to put in the center, but it actually spawns wherever the bottom bit is. Guys, this is the best way I can explain it. You can just see when I build the actual structure what I mean by this. And hopefully I actually got this placement right, because I don't know if I actually did test this in 1.16, but I did test this in 1.15, and I don't think they've patched this out. So, alright, here goes. This is gonna be loud. Hopefully, I might need to turn it down. Hopefully I don't need to, actually. See, like that. You can see there what I did there. It's gonna break this stuff. You should probably back up a bit. Yep, he looks like he's in the right place. Yep, he can't move. He's in the bedrock. Alright, we just gotta chop at him. Good thing this isn't that out loud, actually. Now I can just make light work of this idiot. Anyhow, yeah, I'll be back when I'm done with this. And done! Nice. So we're not getting an enchantment for that with the beginning? Is that not a... Hold up. Hold up, let me see. Minecraft. Is it under Nether, maybe? Oh. Okay, they changed it from this. Oh yeah, constructed beacon. Okay. I thought that was different, but okay. Anyhow, back we go. Let's make a beacon and get it set up in the base. Alright guys, here's the moment. One whole beacon. Of course, it doesn't give me the advancement for this until I actually place it down and, you know, activate it, which I can do right now. So we need 2 stacks and 36 of this. And I'm gonna go and we'll do it right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clear up this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. This is the bottom layer. Because if you didn't know, 9 by 9 is the bottom layer. Weird facts that I've just kind of memorized. Don't know why I've memorized. Oh, I mean, from placing stupid amounts of beacons in my time playing Minecraft. QuakeCraft Season 1, my base had half a million beacons in it. QuakeCraft Season 2, I placed over 100 beacons in the Nether because why not? Yeah, this season it's yet to be seen what kind of crazy thing I will do with beacons. Yep. Just placing the beacon. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Beaconator and bring home the beacon. I'm gonna go grab an emerald or something to put in this so we can get haste too. Yeah, now I can go and mine out more space for the villagers. So I guess since I'm apparently doing this super fast. Actually, I don't know if replay mod is actually I don't have replay mod on right now because of it's not officially updated for 1.16.2. Actually, I should fact check myself before I say something like that. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna hop into a time lapse of me digging away a whole bunch of stuff for new villager areas. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I'm gonna now, just during this time lapse, explain the networking issues that I was having, whatever, same thing as far as I'm concerned. So, what actually happened was, the main network switch that was up near our router somehow malfunctioned and was, doing something that disrupted the network traffic to certain devices on the network. Now, based on what I've been seeing, it may have been doing this for a few months now, but only recently got so bad as to actually just completely take my computer offline. Yeah. So that was bad. But yeah, after we removed that switch from our network and just directly connected the basement switch here, which is what my computer and the server computer are plugged into, everything's fine. And the router can actually connect to everything as well. So, yeah. That was a really weird thing, and the reason why I say that it may have been doing stuff for a while is because for a few months now, other people have had trouble staying connected for a long time to the server, which I thought was either like an ISP issue or something with like Java or Minecraft or something. But no, I think it was actually the switch just every so often, just microsecondly dropping the server computer's connection. So much so that most websites wouldn't notice, but Minecraft perceives a huge difference. But then it's immediately able to reconnect. So, yeah, I think that's where we're at. So, I don't know when the new one is coming. As early as like Monday, so the next day from when I'm recording this audio, or as late as like a week from now. But it's not going to be a big issue because whatever was plugged in up by the router is not anymore. We just have the switch down here, which just has a few computers plugged into it. We do have a mesh router network, so we have another mesh router that's plugging in our VoIP phone, which is essentially a landline. And I don't think there's anything else that's really plugged in directly to the network. So yeah, but it should be all fixed now. So no need to worry. This video may come out on time on Monday. Anyhow, let's get back into the action. Hole dug, and it pretty much went to the outside of the mountain over here, so that's where we stopped over this way. But this is now the extension to my villager trading hall, and I'd like to fill it up starting with clerks, because they give me redstone, and I need a whole lot of redstone, and we need a bunch of redstone for stuff, and this is the best way to get it. Well, the best way for me, at least, to get it. So it's gonna make a whole bunch of stands here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can get about 14 per row here, and we'll have several rows. So yeah, let me get the setup. Alright everyone, it is all set up and completed, filled in with villagers that I've done a bunch of trading with here. And they are all clerks, and it actually took a while because we ran out of villagers partway through this process. But that is not all that's happened since the last clip. It's actually been at least one night, overnight AFK session. Man, at least one? It was one, okay? That was all yesterday that I did that stuff. Anyhow. Some more stuff has happened over here by the kelp farm. Mainly that I've done a little modification to the smelter here, where I've added in that under this block on both sides, there's now a comparator that will detect if there's an item staying in this hopper, so it'll lock stuff to, you know, make it so it builds up correctly and doesn't end up, you know, failing me at some point with just a ton of extra blocks stuck in these. But yeah. As you can see that's on, you can see that these smelters are now completely filled up with kelp blocks, which means I can add the automatic refilling system into the smelters. But I'm afraid that's gonna have to wait till next episode, because I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Discord linked in the description, and I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft. Bye!